So around a year ago, we made a video where we told you some of the weirdest games that we played when we were younger. Well, that's not all, guys. We have so much more where that came from. So today, we would like to bring you even more weird games we played when we were kids. Flying grenade. So this is something we used to do with Dylan, our cousin, and basically at our great aunt's house in her garage, she had one of those balls dangling from the ceiling on a string that let you know when to stop when you're pulling your car in, and we decided that ball was a grenade, and we would take it and grab onto it and throw it so it'd swing around the room like a flying grenade, and we'd just have to like duck and dodge it, and if it hit you, you lost. But one of my favorite things about this game was it had a song that went with it. Should we sing it? I think we should. Alright. Flying grenade, watch out for the flying grenade. Memories. Didn't we end up breaking it too? We did! I think we like pulled the ball off the string or did something. We pull the whole string down? We might have actually. The Electric Company. This is a game that we would play at our local park with our friend Tori, and basically our park had this big like pirate ship structure that kids could play on, and next to it a little ways was this like metal bar thing. Like it just had a bunch of metal bars, like monkey bars and like bars that you can do pull-ups on, and we would pretend that the pirate ship was our house, and we were 3 kids who were all brother and sister, and we lived with our mom, who was absolutely fucking crazy. I remember she was like, what was it? She was like afraid to go outside. She was like a germaphobe or something. Yeah, like, I don't know if there was like a backstory or what, but she was terrified to go outside. She didn't leave her house. She didn't let us go outside. She didn't let us go outside. Like, I remember there was like an aunt in the game that would like deliver groceries to us because we weren't allowed to go get them ourselves. And we were homeschooled. Yeah, and we were playing ourselves as like teenagers who didn't want to be trapped inside, and we wanted to go out and have a social life. So every night when our mom went to bed, we would sneak out of the house and go over to that bar structure, and we'd say it was like an abandoned electric company, and we'd just go like, cool kids hanging out on the electric company, and we would just sneak out, go hang out on the electric company, come back, lie to our mom and say, oh, we were sleeping last night, we didn't leave the house, no, what? And we just repeat that game over and over again, and we did that like every day for an entire summer. Fancy pantsy. So there was this one time, we had Dylan over and we were playing in our backyard, and we were pretending that we were a very rich, high-class, wealthy, fancy family, and the only thing we would do to demonstrate our wealth and high-classness was add the words fancy pantsy to everything we did. So we'd basically just like go around doing everyday things but narrating it and adding fancy pantsy to everything. So it'd be like, oh, fancy pantsy me is going to brush my fancy pantsy teeth. Fancy pantsy me is going to go walk the fancy pantsy dog. Yeah. But the main thing I remember about this was Dylan was walking up the steps to our deck in the backyard, and he slipped. And without breaking character, he goes, ah, fancy pantsy me fell down the fancy pantsy stairs. I think we only played that game one time, but it was a good one. Car Talent Show. This is another game that we played with Tori. Basically, Tori loved cars, and he had a big collection of those little toy cars, and we would take those toy cars and put on a talent show with them. Like, we would each individually pick like 1 or 2 cars at a time, go off separately, and come up with like an act that they could do, and then one by one we would present the act on the stage, which was the case that he kept them in, and we would vote at the end and decide which act was the best, and they would win the talent show. It was really funny because we had like reoccurring characters with the cars. Like, I remember he had these 4 dump trucks, and we named them Bob, Bill, Bobby, and Billy, and they would always be like an ensemble and perform together. And then there were these 2 like snow plows that we named Mr. and Mrs. Plow. They had a song too, didn't they? Oh snap, let's sing it. I plow, I plow, I plow all day, I plow all night, I plow, I plow, plowing is such a delight, I plow, through wind and rain and hail and snow, I plow, plowing is such fun, you know, I plow, here and there and everywhere, I plow, the fun is something I will share, I plow. What? Well, there guys enjoyed that. Be sure to let us know down in the comments what weird games you played as a kid. We still have so many more where that came from, so if you want us to do another video like this, let us know. We hope you guys are doing alright. You guys are so lovely, and we'll hopefully see you guys soon. Bye!